Hey guys, welcome to Showcase Sunday, Mailbox Monday, and stacking the shelves for the weekend of December 27th. So this is going to be my Christmas book haul, which I promised you guys last week that I would go through all the books I got for Christmas. I do have a couple library books and a review book in here as well. I will say, I'll just preface this video by saying almost everything I got for Christmas, and my cats are fighting. Would you guys stop it? Almost everything I got for Christmas was mangas or graphic novels. And the main reason for that is I get a ton of like normal full-length paperback books or ebooks for review. And the rest of the ones I don't get for review, they're part of series I usually get from the library. So I don't ask for a ton of those kind of books for Christmas. So most of these are mangas and graphic novels. If you aren't interested in that, then don't watch the video. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The first book I did get was for review through the Amazon Vine program. And this is Adventures in Minecraft by Martin O'Hanlon and David Whale. And this is a book that's actually based on programming like mods for Minecraft. And my son, who is 7, is huge into Minecraft. And as a family, we play it quite often together. So this is kind of a nice thing for him to get some beginning programming skills going on. He's interested in programming. That's what my husband does for a living, and I have a degree in that as well. And so that's what this is. So we will be working through this in the next couple weeks so I can write a review on it. All right, so go on to gifts. Some of these books, this is kind of like gifts for my whole family. And I read all the books that everybody else gets too, but I'm just commenting on that. So this one is actually one my husband got, but I am also reading the series, so I will read it as well. And this is volume 25 in the Claymore series by Norihiro Yagi. And this has been a pretty good dark like fantasy action series. It's a shonen type of manga, and I probably said that wrong, but whatever. This series is actually supposed to wrap up this year with book 26, I believe. So I am on book 14, so I will get through the rest of those this year. These only take me like 20 minutes to read, so I am excited that my husband got that, and I will be reading it. The next manga I got is Dead Man Wonderland by Jinsei Teoka and Kazumi Kondo. I probably said that wrong again. I actually read this last night. It was really good. It's kind of like a sci-fi thriller, and it's set like after the city of Tokyo has collapsed. And they opened up this strange prison where people get thrown when they do bad stuff. But the prison is also a source of income. They like have these strange like entertainment shows there and stuff. So I read it. It was really good. I liked it a lot, and I will definitely be continuing to read this series. Again, like some of these books, the Claymore and the Dead Man Wonderland, I can't really get them like anywhere at the library or for review usually. So I asked for them for Christmas because I don't like to buy them all. And that's the only way to get them ready. The other books that I got, the next 3 are in more mangas. And then they're in the Basilisk series, the Kuga Ninja Scroll series. I'm going to read the first one in these like this week. And these were ones, again, that my husband got. But I will be reading them. I'm going to read book 1 next week. And these are books 3 and then 4. And then 5, which is actually a pretty sizable manga. But from what I know, they're fairly violent, like fantasy, historical Japanese novel type things. So they're all about the ninja clans, and it sounds like there's some shape-shifting and stuff like that going on. Anyways, these 3. So, and this is the end of the series. The 5th book is the last book in this manga series. So I'll be reading these as well this coming year. So the next couple books are books that my son actually got. My son is 7, and he's been starting to read a lot of like middle grade chapter books, which those who follow my blog know that I love middle grade chapter books, so I'm so excited that he can read them now. So he actually got a couple books for Christmas from his grandmother and from various other people, from Santa and stuff, that I will also be reading because I usually like to read most of the book series just to make sure they're okay, and then I just like middle grade fantasy. So the first one he got is the Books of Elsewhere the first in the series, The Books of Elsewhere, is called The Shadows by Jacqueline West. It's got a pretty cover. I know my son picked this up at the bookstore because he was really interested in it, and then his grandma bought it for him. I don't know a lot about it, but it's definitely one I'm going to read. It looks really interesting, and it sounds kind of neat. It sounds like a fantasy, kind of creepy fantasy middle grade read. The next one he got is The Grand Escape. This is the first book in the Cat Pack by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor. And he loves cats, and I love cats. So I will also be reading this book as well. And then the last one he got, again, you can tell we're into Minecraft, is a Minecraft Gamer's Adventure Book 2, The Mystery of the Griefer's Mark. The first book in this series is called The Quest for the Diamond Sword. While I wouldn't recommend it to all adults, I did read it, and I will have a review on it next week. It was a good book for a Minecraft fan. Like, it goes through, the story's fairly well written. It's at a lower reading level. This is more aimed at like beginner chapter book readers. But it does go through a lot of interesting stuff that you can do in the game. So like the main character, who is Steve, goes through and he has to like build certain things. And so it tells you how to build special things in the game. And if you haven't like defeated the Ender Dragon and played the game, it gives you some really good hints on how to do that. So it's a fictional fantasy novel, and it gives you a lot of advice on how to play the game. So this is the second book in that series, which I will also be reading. It's The Mystery of the Griefer's Mark. All right, so those are all the ones that my family got that I'm going to steal from them and read over Christmas. Now, all the ones that I got, if you've been following my blog, I have been a big fan of Marvel's Oz comics, which are written by Eric Shanower and illustrated by Scotty Young, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but Scotty Young's illustration work. So I did get the remainder of that series. The illustration of these is phenomenal. The color is just absolutely amazing. The retelling of the Oz books has been fantastic. So the first one I got of those is Ozma of Oz, which is the third in that series. I also read this yesterday, and it was fantastic. I loved it. There will be a review next week on my blog for that. The next one I got, I'm trying to do these in order. I believe this is the next one, is Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. And so I believe this is the fourth one. I get these out of order. I always have to look up. But again, just beautiful illustration and color. I'll probably be reading that one soon. And then, where are we at? 3, 4, 5. The Road to Oz is, I think, the next one. And then the last one in the series is the Emerald City of Oz. So again, I'm very excited because I'm getting a lot of manga series or graphic novel series that are done, so I can just read them all and not have to be like constantly checking to see when the next one comes out. Another one I have been reading, and you guys know, if yesterday actually the best steampunk books I read in 2014 posted. This series was on there. This is the Girl Genius series by Phil and Taya Foglio. Again, beautiful illustration, really bright, fun colors, lots of steampunk elements, lots of magic, hilarious. This graphic novel series is hilarious. I sit and I just laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and read it. So this is book 11 in that series. I think the last one I read was 9, so I do have one more to read before this, but these are also available as free webcomics, but I really like the quality of the books, and I like the color, and I just like holding it and going through it, so I prefer to read these in paper, so yay. I'm excited about that. Another one I got that is a series I've really been excited to start reading is The Unwritten by Mike Carey and Peter Gross. I've had this on my wish list for quite a while, so my husband got it for me for Christmas. This is like much more like traditional graphic novel comic type of illustration, which isn't my favorite, but I've heard some good things about this graphic novel series, so I'm excited to read that as well. And the last one I got for a gift, I've already read and reviewed on my blog, but I loved it so much. It was so hilarious and so funny that I just had to get a paper copy of it. And this is Rat Queens, Volume 1, Sass and Sorcery, by Curtis J. Weeb and Rock Upchurch. And again, I love the illustration style through here. And this is a very, very, very adult graphic novel. But it's a whole bunch of women who just go out and kick butt. And they're hilarious, and they're crass, and they're dirty, and they drink, and they're just funny. So if you kind of like gritty graphic novels and, you know, are an adult, definitely check this out. I love this. It was very dark fantasy, but very, very funny. And it was my #1 favorite graphic novel I read last year. So, all right. So then there's one more gift, and I apologize this is going so long. This is one of those random books that family members give you that don't really know you and just want to give you a book. And I think I actually already own a copy of this somewhere. But anyways, How to Live with a Neurotic Cat by Stephen Baker. And, you know, it's got stuff like this. And looking through it, it looks really familiar to me. So I think somebody probably gave this to me for Christmas a few years ago again. It was given kind of as a gay gift because we do have 4 cats. And lots of people hear stories about how strange they are because we have some special needs cats that are very weird. Anyways, so we got this book as well. And I only have 2 more to go through, and these are both library books, and they're books for a series that I am reading. The first one is The Battle for Wanla by Tony DiTerlizzi. Again, names, I'm bad. Tony DiTerlizzi. And I said that wrong, probably. But this is the 3rd and final book in the Search for Wanla series. I have loved this series. It has been amazing. There's some really cool illustration throughout. It's been a really good, like, science fiction, middle grade, young adultish type of book with a lot of adventure in it, excitement and exploration. And so I've really been loving this series, and I'm very excited to see how it wraps up. Okay, hi guys. So my husband called in the middle of that video and actually kicked me out of the video right when I was talking to you guys about the last book that I got. So luckily, I got video editing software for Christmas. So I might be able to just like splice this next short video in while I go over the last book. We'll see how it works. I don't know. It'd be a great opportunity for me to learn how to use that software. All right, so the last book I got is Greenhouse Glass by Kate Milford. Kate Milford has also written Broken Lands and The Bone Shaker. Her books tend to have this very like mystical realism thing going on, and they're usually kind of historical, a little bit nostalgic feeling. I'm excited to read this. Everything she writes, she doesn't write a ton of books, but they're all standalones and they've all been really, really good. So Green Glass House is the last book I got by Kate Milford. Everybody says this is a very like wintry book, like it makes you want to curl up with hot chocolate and enjoy the winter. So we're definitely getting snow here in Minnesota again. We got rain all last week and it was really warm, and now it's supposed to get super cold and we're supposed to get 6 inches of snow. So it should be fairly wintry. So I think that'll be a good time to read this book. All right. I hope you guys got some great books for Christmas last week, and that you had fun with your friends and your family and everything. I will try and do a video next week, but I'm not sure I'm not going to get many books because I got a whole bunch of books for Christmas and I'm going to be really busy over the break, and I honestly don't think I'm going to be getting a ton of books. So anyways, as I said, I hope you had a great Christmas. You got lots of great books. You're going to have a lot of good reading to do, and I hope a lot of you got to take some time off and do some of that reading while you're on break. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.